In this video, I'm going to show you how I draw a portrait without following any specific technique or rules. What can happen if you start drawing without any kind of plan, simply relying on your observation? Does it actually make sense to draw this way? What can you learn from this approach? And is it good for beginners like me? I'll answer these questions and a few more while also sharing some of my own thoughts throughout the video. So as you can see in this case, I started with the eyebrows and the eyes. I first look at the reference and decide to start with the most interesting part, which in this case happens to be the eyes and eyebrows. I immediately draw what I see. I'd say I'm getting it about 80% right at first, and then I step back a little and look at where I can make some adjustments before adding a few more details. I'm using a mechanical pencil with HB graphite, which is great for details, but I can also get some decent shading out of it. I draw the shapes of the eyes one at a time because it's really important to keep them symmetrical. Otherwise, the whole drawing can end up looking off. Take your time with this and work slowly. I didn't even use the pencil itself or my finger to measure the distances here. I'm relying purely on intuition and observation, which is actually a really good exercise for your brain. I finished the nose and realized that it's too wide compared to the reference, so I do something I sometimes really don't want to do. I erase the whole thing. I often try to fix things somehow without completely erasing them. I don't know if I'm the only one who does that. Anyway, I continue with a slightly narrower construction of the nose and it immediately looks much better. I'm happy with it. Next, I move on to the mouth, or rather the lips, using the nose and eyes as my reference points. I look at them to determine the width and length of the mouth. I haven't even started thinking about the forehead, cheeks, or chin yet. I'm simply drawing the features first, and at the end, I'll just connect everything together with the rest of the face. I started with the part that I found most interesting, without any construction or plan, simply following my intuition and observation. And after finishing the drawing, I can say that this approach absolutely makes sense. For beginners, I'd say it's probably one of my top 3 approaches because you get to enjoy the process while also training your brain. You're not worrying about the rules that a particular technique might impose. You're not following any instructions, and that gives you a sense of freedom that I really appreciate. Your own thinking and decision-making come into play. I highly recommend giving this approach a try and seeing where it takes you. In this video, I drew a front view, which is obviously the easiest one. In one of my next videos, I'll try the same approach with a 3/4 view and see if it works just as well.